So, you know what upsets me? How everyone calls Carlo Ancelotti the greatest manager of all time, yet acts like he was nothing as a player. When in reality, he lifted 2 Champions League titles, 3 Serie A titles, 2 UEFA Super Cups, and stacked up 12 trophies in just 16 seasons. And if you think that's just normal, that's the kind of career maybe Mohamed Salah or even the GOAT himself
Jackson.
would dream of. And the truth is, you could see it from the very beginning. At just 17 years and 11 months, he was already turning heads in the Serie C. By 19, he was a household name, cementing his spot in the starting 11, leading his team to promotion, racking up 36 stars and 7 goal contributions from midfield. He was so good to the point that Luciano Tessari himself said Ancelotti played in the midfield but covered the entire pitch. When Ledholm asked me what I thought, I said if it were up to me, I'd sign him without a doubt. In fact, if I had the money, I'd buy him myself. And amid Inter Milan and Juventus showing strong interest, Ancelotti decided to move to AS Roma. Despite Ancelotti being very good, let's just say what's happening next was straight out of fairy tale. By his second game, he was scoring winners against Pesca. His great run of form continued, ending the season with 36 games and another 7 goal contributions, and by season's end, he had his first under-21 call-up, where he impressed everyone to the point that even Johan Cruyff admitted Roma would reach at least the semi-finals if the Champions League if he kept this up. And well, he wasn't wrong. Things only got better. Ancelotti led his team to the Coppa Italia with 2 goals in 6 matches. And if you think that's just normal, he pushed his team to second in Serie A, their best finish in over a decade, and finally broke into the Italian national team. Only 2 games into the following season, he secured his first league goal, but just when everything looked perfect, reality struck. 8 games in, he tore his crucial knee ligament. Once he was back, he tore his meniscus again, missing the whole season and even missed out on the World Cup medal. Once he was back, he led his team to the Scudetto, the second in the club history. Roberto Falcão even called him the best Italian player, but fate was cruel. Another meniscus tear robbed him of 2 more seasons, while he had to watch from the stands as Liverpool beat Roma 5-3 on penalties in the Champions League final, and his team narrowly missed him on the league title, coming second, only 4 points behind arch-rivals Juventus. He started the following season not fully fit, missing a whopping 16 matches and forced to watch helplessly as his team went trophyless. But after Bartolomeo's departure, Ancelotti was made captain due to his injuries. The plan was to slowly ease him into the team, but his return to full fitness sparked an 11 games unbeaten run after getting thrashed 2-1 in the first leg of the Coppa Italia final. Ancelotti decided it was time. He inspired a famous comeback at the Stadio Luigi Ferraris, beating Sampdoria 2-0 to overturn the first leg deficit and lift the Coppa Italia. At this point, he'd already been branded as injury-prone, and with emerging talents such as Stefano Impalomeni emerging, the writing was on the wall. It was time to move on. He went to AC Milan after another unimpressive season at Roma. And if you think he was good at Roma, well, the best chapters are written after the first success. He went on to win the Scudetto in his first season, and by his second season, he already secured the Champions League title. And in vintage Ancelotti style, he dribbled past 2 Real Madrid players before unleashing powerful long-range shots in a 5-0 semi-final win. He went on to play all 90 minutes in Milan's 4-0 demolition of Bucharest in the final. The following year, disaster hit again. The Champions League quarter-finals against KV Mechelen. He tore his knee again, forced to miss the semi-final. He looked done, but somehow, against all odds, he made it back in time for the final in Vienna, helping Milan defend their crown against Benfica. After Sarri's departure, Milan went unbeaten all season, but for Ancelotti, the end was near. His body was breaking down, and with Dimitri Albertini rising, his minutes grew fewer. By 1992, the curtain was closing. At the age 33, he retired. His farewell came on May 17 at San Siro. With 20 minutes left, he came on one last time and scored twice in a 4-0 win over Verona. The entire stadium rose to their feet, applauding him off the pitch, a Milan legend forever.